Hello dear learners, how are you? Hope all of you are well with sound mind and health. Dear learners, I am back with another online class for the learners of class 12. Hope all the learners of class 12 are with me. Dear learners, in my last classes, I have discussed about the single rules of changing narration from direct to indirect and indirect to direct, vice versa. Today I am here with you to discuss about the new topic on narration, the passage narration. What you can see on the board, dear members. Because at your examination you will be given a passage and you will be directed, that is, change the passage into direct to indirect and indirect to direct, vice versa. So dear learners, you have to know the rules and techniques of changing passages from direct to indirect or indirect to direct. Though you know there is a passage is a combination of single sentences, dear learners. So if you know the rules of changing single sentence from direct to indirect or indirect to direct, then certainly it will be more easy for you to change the species in passage, dear learners. Because a passage is a combination of single sentences. So dear learners, hope you have practiced a lot about the single sentences in speech changes, especially on assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, operative sentence and exclamative sentence. Hope you practice a lot at your home. Today I will try my best to make you understand about the changing species in passage, dear learners. What you can see on the board. So dear learners, let's go to the discussion of changing species in passage. Before going to the discussion, just you have to know some rules of changing passage. Actually, a passage is a species of two persons. One is a speaker and another one is certainly a listener. And in speech or speech channeling, that is, you will be given a passage of a speaker and a listener. So at first, you have to find out the speaker of the passage and then you have to find out the listener of the passage. If you find out the speaker and listener of the passage, then it will be more easy for you to change this passage into indirect. Why? Because in passages, sometimes speaker and listeners are omitted. But you have to find out the speaker and listener by reading the passage properly. So at first, just the first rule is of changing the speech changes in passage. Just you have to find out the speaker and listener at first. Speaker, who is speaker? Who is speaker of the passage? And then who is the listener? Listener of the passage. I have already said, that is, if you find out the speaker and listener, then it will be more easy for you to change this passage into directed or targeted option. If it is directed indirectly direct, then you have to do it, and if it is directed direct to indirect, and you have also to do it. Hope you understand, dear learners. Now I am trying to give some rules of changing species in passage, dear learners. First one is, he said to me, thank you. Thank you. Dear learners, if there is a sentence in the passage like this: thank you. Just you have to follow some exceptional rule like thank you. That is how, if there is a thank you in reported space, just you have to use in this way. Instead of reporting verb said to, just you have to use he. Instead of thank me. This one totally exceptional. Just you have to know it, because most of the cases in passages there is the use of thank you. Okay, dear learners, hope it is clear to you. If there is a thank you, just you have to use thank instead of that very said to or reporting verb and nothing else. Hope you understand, dear learners. The next rule is, that is, he said to me, congratulations. If you see the sentence like this in direct, because in passage, most of it you will see the sentence like this. In that case, what will you do? It is also an exceptional rule, dear learners. And how can you change it in indirect form? That is, he, instead of this reporting verb, if there is the use of congratulation in reported space, just you have to use he congratulated me. That's it. So you have to know this rule, dear learners. These are very exceptional rules I have already said. Hope you understand. Another rule is, that is, she said to me, good morning. Or good evening. Good evening. Good morning or good evening. If there is a sentence like this, good morning or good evening, just it also an exceptional rule. That is, actually good morning and good evening is a kind of wish, and that's why you have to use waste. She waste instead of this reporting verb. Why? Because if there is a use of good morning or good evening in the reported space, just you have to use waste me good morning or good evening. Okay, in this case just you have to know it, that is, you should not use any that or any connectors here, like that or to or if or whether, etc. You should not use it. You have to use, that is, she wished me good morning or good evening. Hope you understand. The next rule is, that is, you will see on the board, that is, he said to me, inverted comma, goodbye or good night. In this case, if there is a use of goodbye or good night at the reported space, just you have to use, instead of this reporting verb in indirect form, that is, he begged me goodbye, okay, or good night. You know, good night. You know, goodbye and good night are the expression to express the sea of attitude or express the bidding attitude, and that's why we have used, that is, beg instead of that very reporting verb say to, if there is a use of goodbye or good night in the reported space. Hope it is clear to you, dear learners, because these rules are very exceptional. And why they are important? Because this expression will be available in the passage, dear learners. Hope you understand. Another important rule rule of changing passive narration is, that is, he said to me, I am sorry, sir. Okay? I am sorry, sir. If there is the use of sir, what will you do? Just you have to know it. That is, I am sorry, it's an assertive sentence. So, you have to follow the rules in this way. That is, he, instead of say to, repeating verb, say to, or you may use told me. Okay? After the object of the repeating verb, just you have to use with respect, or respectfully. Respectfully. Why? Because of this sir. Okay? If there is a use of sir in the reported space, just you have to use with respect or respectfully after the object of the reporting verb. Okay? And that's why, and according to the rule, instead of inverted commas, you have to use that, because this sentence is in assertive sentence. So I will be changed according to the subject of the reporting verb, he, and this one is present indefinite tense. It will be changed into past indefinite tense. Am will be was. Sorry. Hope you understand the learners. I am going to another rule of changing passages from direct to indirect. That is, just you have to know these rules, because these are very important and you will face repeatedly and again these sorts of expression in the passage narration learners. Okay? And that's why you have to know it properly. Okay. If there is a use of he said to me, brother, where is the new market? If you see the sentence like this, and obviously you will see the sentence like this in passages. You see the uses of vocatives or addressing word in a reported space. Just you have to use or you have to change this sentence into indirect. That is addressing as his brother. He asked me, because this sentence is in iterative sentence, and that's why you have to use asked instead of this reporting verb. Say to, ask me, and iterative sentence is started with WH word, and that's why you should not use any if or whether. So where will be where? Why? Because where is the WH word, and in interrogative sentence WH word is remain same, because there is no use of if or whether. Hope you understand, dear learners. Where is the new word? What? The new market was, and it will be asserted in indirect form. Hope you understand, dear learners. Okay. Now I am going to another important rules of changing passages from direct to indirect. That is direct, indirect. Regarding the passage, that is, if there is a yes in direct form, just you have to use replied in the affirmative. Okay? If there is a use of yes in direct form, just you have to use replied in the affirmative in indirect form. And no, you know very well, replied in the negative. reply in the negative. Okay, and by, instead of by Allah, or by God, etc. Just you have to use swearing by Allah, or swearing by God, etc. Hope you understand your learners. These are very important in changing species in passage, especially from direct to indirect. Hope you understand. So, dear learners, I have written a passage for you to make you understand about changing the passage from direct to indirect. So, dear learners, let's go to practice this passage. How can we change by following the rules of the changing speech, dear learners? Let's go. Here you can see dear learners, before going to the practices, I want to inform you, or I will suggest you, that is, before going to practice or before changing the speech in passage, just at first you have to read out the passage properly. Why? Because at first you have to find out the speaker and listener, and then how many species of the speaker and how many species of the listener, dear learners. This is very important fact, and you have to do it of changing species in passage, dear learners. Hope you understand. So let's read out the passage at first. That is, have you saved something for the future? Said the rich man. Full stop. No, said the cobbler. I am happy with the present and think little about tomorrow. Dear learners, can you see? That is, we have already got two persons. One is the speaker, rich man, and the listener is the cobbler. First speech is of the rich man, and the second speech is of the listener. Here the rich man is making a question to the cobbler, that is, have you saved something for the future? And the cobbler is replying, that is, no, said the cobbler. And another species, that is, I am happy with the present and think little about tomorrow. Another species of cobbler. At first, cobbler replied no and added another species. So, dear learners, this is very important. You have to know it. That is, in a passage, if a speaker has one more species, I repeat, one more species, one after another. In that case, you have to use first one. That means first species, you have to use said to, then second, again, said that, or also added that. If they are the assertive sentence, just you have to use this. But if the sentence is interrogative, then you have to use also asked, okay, also asked. Or if the sentence is imperative, then you have to use also advised or also requested. Hope you understand. So, if there is a species of same speaker, one after another, one more species, just in that case, you have to use also added, also said, again said, further said, or also asked, again asked, further asked, also requested, again requested, or further requested, also added, etc. Hope you understand, your learners. Okay, and these are very common to you. So let's do the changes from direct to indirect in passage, learners. That is, at first we have to read out the passage I am happy with the present and think little about tomorrow, replied the cobbler. No, that would not do. No, that would not do. Said the rich man. Here rich man said, no, that would not be do. Another speech of rich man. Another speech of rich man. I like to see you above world have this money and keep it. Okay? I like to see you above world have this money and keep it. Another species of rich man. That means in this passage we have got two persons. One is rich man and another is cobbler. And the passage is the species of between rich man and the cobbler. So now I am going to change the passage from direct to indirect. Here you can see the speaker is rich man and listener is cobbler. So the rich man, this one is question. That means interrogative sentence. Then instead of said, you have to use asked. The rich man asked the cobbler. Cobbler. Okay. If the question reported speech is in question or interrogative form, thus you have to use if or whether instead of the inverted comma, because the reported speech is in interrogative sentence. So if have you saved something for the future? Have you saved? This one is present perfect tense. So the reporting verb is saved. So this sentence will be changed into past perfect tense. So what? You will be changed. You will be changed according to the object of the reporting verb. Object is cobbler. Here object is cobbler. So he, just within bracket you have to use C. That means C means cobbler. C means cobbler. If he had past perfect, because this one is present perfect, just you have to use past perfect. If he had saved something for the future. Full stop. Okay? No, say the cobbler. The cobbler replied. Because instead of no, just we have already learned that is instead of no, you have to use reply in the negative, and instead of yes, you have to use reply in the affirmative. The cobbler replied in the negative, or you can use in this way, that is the cobbler replied negatively. Okay, you can use reply in the negative or the cobbler replied negatively. Okay, the cobbler replied in the negative and another speech of cobbler and said that after no there is a space. If the space after no, just you have to use in this way, replied in the negative and said that. If it is assertive sentence, just you have to use said that. If it is interrogative sentence, and ask that. If it is imperative sentence, requested or advised or told, etc. And said that I am happy with present. I will be he am will be past indefinite, was happy with the present, and you know, dear learners, you have to change the verb beforehand and afterhand in both cases. Okay, and think will transform into thought little about instead of tomorrow, just you have to use the next day. you understand. Now, the wristman say, no, that would not do, said the wristman. The wristman replied in the negative and said that it. This is very important because this sentence starts with that. Okay, but instead of inverted comma, we have to use that. If there is the that at the beginning of the assertive sentence, in indirect form, this that will be changed into it. Hope you understand. It would, instead of would will be no change. That is, it would not do. Okay, and just I am adding these sentences in a single sentence, and also added that because this sentence is also the sentence of the wristman, and that's why I am trying to add this sentence in the single sentence, and added that he means wristman like present form liked to see you object him means cobbler, him above one. Okay, fine. And told, because have this money and keep it. This one is imperative sentence. If there is the use of have this money, you may use offered or told or advised, anything else. You may use offered, that is, and told, offered or advised. Okay, because here the wristman is offering some money to the cobbler, and that's why you may use offered, or if you don't use offered, then you may use told, or if you don't use told, then you may use advised. Hope you understand. Advise to instead of inverted comma in imperative sentence, just to have this money, that money, and keep it, because some of you can think that is keep will be changed into kept. No, never, because this one is this 2 plus b1, this 2 and this verb will be followed by this verb. This verb will be followed by this verb, because here is the use of 2 plus b1 to have, and that's why to keep, not kept. Hope you understand, dear learners. Dear learners, this is all for today. I am trying my best to make you understand the changing species in passages. If you have any problem, then you may ask in my comment box. I will try my best to make you understand about your problem. I will be back with another class on the new topic, the new grammatical topic. Till then, stay home, stay safe, and use your time properly, because time is very valuable, and only by using time properly you can reach your goal, dear learners. Thank you very much.